You got to be aware of that because we can be so caught up in just like our physical selves that we forget about our soul. Like you got like a lot of older people who got a lot of wisdom and just been around for a long time and just they got that good thinking. They can like sense like a good soul. They be like, nah, you got like every time, bro. I was working at this that restaurant. Yeah, I was working at this restaurant, and every time I would work there, first of all, it will always be black women. Yeah. That's why I love black women so much, bro. Yeah. They just know.
They the best fillers. They walking vibrations, bro. Straight up.
Bro, I would be about to cry at work, bro. Like I don't know. First of all, I don't know what's getting into me. That's how I know I'm happy too, though. You know how people like cry when they happy? Yeah. That's how I've been feeling. I forgot where I was the other day. I was at work today.
That was today.
First day at work. I'm just sitting there thinking about something. Yeah. I wanted to cry, bro, because I was happy. I say, what the fuck, bro? And I got mad because I'm like,
they be like, what is this?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's how my mama be. Like, you know how women they like, and I really think because I've been back at my house lately, so it's just my mama and my sister, and I'm used. That's who I really grew up with all the time anyway. Yeah. So that's why I think that's why my voice so goddamn high anyway, type shit. Because I'm used to them screaming and shit, yelling and all that shit. And and the way like how I can connect to females like is way different because I can kind of understand a little bit way more. Right. Because I just grew up around their ass so damn much type shit. But yeah, like black women, man, I'm not capping at all. They would literally see me working in there. I would be looking like I would just have on some Adidas pants, hat turned backwards, earrings, gold chain, gold bracelet on, walking up. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. Talking to him, and this lady looked at me one time. She said, "You're not supposed to be here." And I was like, in my head, I was like, I know, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm like, I'm just trying to get some money, whatever. She was like, don't you get caught up in this. Like, nah, this is not you. Like, she said, it's something about you. I could tell. She was like, I could tell your mama raised you good. She said, I could tell you got your ass whipped when you was younger. I could tell you was rebellious and you was trying to fuck up, but you stayed strong and still kept together and they made you stay in line. Yeah. And, bro, when I say she read me, like, you know, be like, oh, you know how girls like, yeah, she read him, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Read the fuck out of me. And I would be dealing other tables and shit, and they would write on the receipts. Like I have certain receipts that I used to post on Instagram and shit, and they would write on there. They were like, "Hey, this is not meant for you. Your destiny is way different." Blah 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 blah. And I wouldn't know nothing. It would just be me having just a simple little conversation with them, walking off, asking them do they need some stuff, and I'm telling you, it was always black women, always. And that's shit. They guys at the end of the day, if you ask me.
Yeah. But, shout out to young Pharoah. That nigga said that shit. The black woman is God.
Man, I can't even, cause that's like I said, cause I get caught up in like the physical. You know, it's just physical. Everything. It's just it's just physical. I'm not even thinking about. When you're out daily, you're not thinking about the energy, the souls. Like I wasn't or whatever. But when things like that happen, I'm like, oh. Yeah, that open your eyes. Yeah, but if you're not trying to be aware, then you're not even gonna realize it. You're just gonna be like, oh, it's just coincidence, blah 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 blah. Yeah. And you just brush it off and keep going on with your day. But you gotta realize that shit is real, man. That shit is completely fucking real.
Definitely, bro. And it's like, it's not even that hard to comprehend if you just understand basic science.
It's not at all.
It's like shit, nigga. Like we was talking about the last time. It's like, okay, we made from, you know what I'm saying, where we at, you know what I'm saying? Like I say your body is made from the earth, your soul is made from the cosmos. It's like, really, it's like the physical isn't even just solid as we think it is, bro, because when you get off into quantum physics, like they'll tell you, like, once you start breaking stuff down into its like smallest components, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, once you like, okay, the smallest thing that we know, the man, is what, the atom, or at least for a minute, and they start going, you know what I'm saying, smaller than that. You had subatomic particles and this type of shit. And then they brought it down, you know what I'm saying? Smaller than that, string theory, what they call quarks, which is basically like little vibrational type of strings or whatnot. Like if you was to look at let me see, what's an example I can use? I guess okay, I mean, you probably done seen this type of shit on TV or maybe in movies or something. If you had like a spirit, but they're not in a physical form, it's like a kind of like a vibrational type of light type of thing going on. Yeah.
Kind of like American Gods.
Let me think. I mean, I don't know if I done seen that on there. Probably though. But anything like that. But like even like I say, something at a video game, anything. But it's like You know, it's like that's kind of what we are, but it's like it's just more dense. It's just real dense.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you look at a star. Like if you look at a star, it looks like just a light, a solid light, right?
Yeah.
But if you was to zoom in on it, you go like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you was to zoom in on it with a camera or something,
Yeah.
you know, so you're gonna see the actual vibrational, like it looks like the waters and shit, like
it's
it looks like
yeah. Is it waves or
yeah,
something?
like some waves. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
But like it's the same if you was to shine like some light the water or something, like, you know, it's like
it was like that on American Gods. Now that I think about it, that's why I thought about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
because
something like that on there.
It was this lady. And for people who don't know American Gods, it's like it's a confusing ass show.
We gotta get off into that.
Yeah, we got to get off into that. It's, yeah, we'll get off into that. Whatever. Just look up American Gods. This ain't no ad because we ain't doing shit. But look up American Gods. I haven't even finished it, but it was like that. Like the lady, she died, but then she came back because she didn't want to die because she spent her whole life fucked up. Her spirit was fucked up.
Talking about a dude girlfriend.
Yeah,
or
she was
his wife.
His wife. She was just a fucked up individual and just so fucked up, just spirit, all of that.
Yeah.
And he would be like walking around, and she could see him. She knew where he was based off of that glow, like you said, that vibration.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was that glow. It was like a sun, like just beaming down on him, a light beaming down on him. It was like a glow every time, and she always knew where he was.
Yeah.
And that was like a perfect example like of that, because he was like, because I seen it. His mom was just always telling him when he was younger, like how he's just this great person, and like it's deeper than what he even is, more than what he even think he is, type shit.
Yeah.
And so I think that was the whole concept of it. Like he was just a walking God.
Yeah.
He was just a living God, and that's what it was. I think that's what I haven't finished.
Damn, I want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil it for nobody. Should we talk about spoiler alert?
They've been out for a long time. American Gods. It's spoiler. Even if we spoil it, it don't matter because you can go watch it and you gonna still be confused.
Well, we're gonna talk about it. So if y'all don't want to watch it, y'all can skip past this part.
Yeah.
But spoiler alert. But man, who was that? But you know, he was Odin's son. So he was. Damn, you probably ain't seen.
I haven't seen it. Hold on.
I done spoiled it for you, goddamn.
No, I don't care. I usually don't care about spoilers. Oh, so the old man in the Cadillac type shit.
Yeah.
That's his son.
Yeah.
So that's why he was making him go through that shit.
Yeah.
He an evil ass motherfucker. I knew that's what it. Oh my fucking. Hold on.
I just spoiled it for this nigga. God damn it.
Damn. That's what it was. Cause the last episode I seen, he was on the train and they had him strung up on his thing, shocking him.
Yeah.
And then they stopped the train and it wrecked, and he just left him. Kind of like, and then you say that's his dad. I can understand that it's like your son falling and fucking himself up, but he like, I know he gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like when a baby just fall and hit his head, and everybody like, leave him alone. Yeah. He gonna be all right. And that's exactly what it was.
But you seen how the nigga did Thor? You seen the one with Thor was in there?
No.
I think that episode.
I can't remember.
Is that episode before that? I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I can't even remember.
I don't know. Well, I mean, you would know.
Because I watched it
spaces.
I watched it in spaces. Like I watched it, I would binge it, then I'll stop watching it completely, then go back to it weeks later.
Yeah.
Type stuff.
Yeah.
But that's his son. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all haven't seen it, go check out American Gods. Like, that's a great fucking show.
Man.
It's deep. And I feel that's real.
But before we get off into that though, what I was saying, like as far as us, like I was saying, being souls and whatnot, us being basic spirits, like I said, if you understand science, you know, our body is composed of mostly water, right? So it's like you already know outside we're not just some solid beings, you know. It's like we made of mostly water, you know what I'm saying? We just got a flesh suit, you know what I'm saying? We just got skin wrapping around us, keeping everything in, you know what I'm saying? Keeping everything in place, you know what I'm saying?
That's basically what it is. You take out the skin, shit just fall apart.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shit.
That's crazy.
And it's like, when you think of water, it's like water. It's you know what I'm saying? It's a real emotional type of, just vibrational type of fluid. I mean,
water is very mystic.
Yeah, definitely.
You go to the like I always tell you,
water is one of the best conductors. You know. Well, I mean, I guess you would say solid is a better conductor, but
as far as what?
Anything, whether you're talking electricity or just any type of energy, basically, you know. But water is a great conductor, so it's like we made of water, bro. So it's like we feel, and water deals with the emotions, the feeling. Like when I was talking about the elements last time, how fire is the spiritual, air is the mental, water is the emotional, and earth is the physical. you know, water is, you know what I'm saying, one of those types of, you know what I'm saying, it's one of those elements, or it's like
which one is the
just real
spiritual?
flowing fire.
Fire. Okay.
Like it's like that spark, that fire, that flame, you know. But yeah, man. But that's why I was telling y'all to program y'all water in that first podcast. It's just like,
yeah, what you saying? Hold on, you say program it like what?
yeah, I mean,
I was that live that you sent me with that dude on there. He was talking about something like that about the water or something.
He was saying
like
something. I don't know.
best phase. I thought he was
finna start talking about something, but he was taking too long.
It was something else he was talking about. I can't even remember now, but if I remember, I'll bring it back up.
He was talking about Apple and all that shit.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was finna start talking
yeah.
about like how to like use. I don't know. We don't want to talk about. Nah,
Yeah.
fuck that. He was talking about how to I guess hook your system up without Wi-Fi, all that type of shit. So I was kind of interested. I was like, okay, how that go?
I'm gonna go research that. So we can talk about that.
But yeah, man, that's why I was telling y'all to program your water. You know, just like y'all pray over y'all food. You know what I'm saying? When you bless the food, talk to your water, program your water, because the water can hear you. The water can feel you. This water right here is picking up my energy just from me holding it and me talking, speaking these words. Like, you familiar with cymatics?
No.
How like you'll place certain sounds around water and the molecules a type of certain geometric shape.
I've seen that before.
Like if you was to put a water in something and like play some music over it, like the actual molecules, they'll like, you know what I'm saying, they'll start forming like a geometric pattern.
So is that why? Is that an example of like when we hear certain music that we like, it make us feel a certain type
definitely.
of way? What
For sure.
the
That's
fuck?
a great example. That's exactly what that is. Because you know, music is water. Music is fluid. It's waves. Straight up. I'm glad you said that too. Definitely.
That's crazy because it's literally like, it's kind of like when you hear a dope ass song that's super good,
It make you feel good.
it immediately hit your emotions, and you be like, ooh.
Yeah, definitely.
That's how I am when I hear Young Thug songs. I be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like it just hit me, and I be like, bro, I keep playing it over and over, and it give you this feeling that you can't even explain it. It just naturally happens.
And you gotta think, what's the most influential popular theme in hip hop right now? It's
I got that water.
Splash. Waves. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Let me keep coming out. Hold on. That's crazy.
Straight up. Drill.
You think that got something to do with it?
Yeah. By far, easily.
I got that drip, that water.
That's the most, man. Water is fluid. I mean, music is fluid. You know, that's why
it
flow.
Is.
Niggas rapping.
Flow.
Niggas talking about flow. You flowing on that beat.
This shit mind blowing. This shit blowing my mind on the low, bro. I'm trying to let that go crazy. Damn.
It's like that.
It is.
But it's like I was saying, when we talking about water, it's like you'll see people conduct certain experiments where like they'll speak certain words to the water, and like depending on the vibration of that word that they use and the energy behind it and whatever word that was, like the water would take like a synchronized type of pattern. Like if you was to say love, like say you got a bowl of water, a cup of water or something, you speak love to it, you say love, it'll have like a more synchronized type of pattern. But if you was to speak like nasty words to it, like I hate you, it'll take my bad, I don't want to say that word, I love you. But
hey, you got that good water too, that core water fire.
Hey.
We giving niggas. I'm endorse this year. We giving niggas straight endorsements like a motherfucker today.
Core, this might be the best water out of
we gotta create our own water one day anyway. But core water, I want to create my own water. We'll talk about it, but
and this is genius, bro, because it's core, bro.
Fucking perfect. I fucking love that shit.
And I knew what they was doing.
And we giving these niggas ass like a motherfucker.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie.
That shit is fire.
They knew what they was doing with this, even with the shape of the bottle, how it has like this hyperbole type of shape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's important too. The shape that water takes on, because water takes the shape of the container that it's in. So it's like it
has
having this shape
like
too.
This.
It's like it's putting it in a form to where it's like balanced. That's why it's called core. But yeah, man, they knew what they was doing with this. This some good ass water.
Yeah, food for that one.
Definitely.
Yeah, food.
But that's what I was saying. Like, if you see, matter of fact, I mean, hell, we got the laptop. We can go ahead look this type stuff up. Water experiment.
I got my laptop over there, but I don't want to move.
Words.
Yeah, but that's just while you're looking up, I'll just talk about it. But that's just a perfect example, like what you say, like even like how you speak to a person. even how you speak to a person, that shit is
Right.
powerful. Because
Exactly.
that literally, like somebody can literally come in here out of nowhere and tell you they hate you. That shit gonna make you feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, definitely.
the type of words that you use to people. Like that's why they say choose your words carefully. Choose your words carefully.
Yeah, words are definitely powerful.
Yeah, like
For sure.
like speak with
Words take vibration too.
Yeah.
You know.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Straight up.
That really yeah, that shit mind blowing. I never even looked at it like that. So now that you're telling me, because what our body is 70% of water, right?
Something like that.
And the certain sounds and words that's used, and the way water, the molecules or something in the water,
Yeah.
the way they form, that affects the water. So imagine our body made up 70% of that. Damn.
And look,
They didn't even teach me that shit in school.
they didn't even they didn't even speak to this water. They just labeled it. It says container labeled with this. Container type with the word happiness. Look,
Oh,
the molecule formed this shape. The hexagon.
That's deep right there.
Look, they playing music. They gonna play some music for it.
And for people who don't, for people, because y'all know y'all probably can't see it as good, we probably could put an example
Nah, they
up
can
on
see
it.
it. I'm pretty sure.
You think so? I probably
I'm
can.
pretty sure. Well, it
But
might be
like,
kind of bright, so it might.
It's
not.
just showing the different forms of, like when a song is played, and like a certain word that's used, and the way the forms that water take when it's said. Like when they said love, what did it turn into? The water.
They made like a hexagon.
It made like
shape.
a hexagon type of shape. The shit was beautiful as fuck,
Like
and it looked good.
like a
It was
crystallized
like
type.
it was like formed, like in great, perfect form.
Yeah, and y'all
That
might be
shit's crazy.
familiar with it. Y'all might have seen it before, but yeah, man, that's what it is, bro. We literally like, you know what I'm saying, vibrations down here,
Mm-hmm.
and like you were saying, like women just tend to be more in tune with it because they just
I can't speak for other races, but
especially
I
black
can only
women.
speak for black women because
Yeah.
that's the main people I've been in contact with anyway.
Yeah,
But they got a different connection, man,
nah,
and that's because they walking. That's why I do the older. That's why we remember we was talking about that in our group meet.
yeah,
We was talking about like I was like I want to have a daughter.
yeah,
I want to have a daughter. Like, you know how dudes have that fear of like having a daughter because, oh my daughter, shit, oh man, she gonna be a hoe, and I don't want niggas doing this shit to my daughter and all
I
this
heard
shit.
one of you little niggas.
Yeah, I would
Well,
definitely.
why ain't say?
Oh my god, I would fucking nigga up.
Oh, hesitate the young nigga.
But for real, but I think really dudes be scared to have girls because
Karma.
they think about karma. Yeah, they think about how they was doing girls, and they don't want that same shit happening to their daughter.
Yeah, but I mean,
And they
but
know how
you
dudes,
just know
young
how
dudes
dudes
think.
is anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
so-
We know exactly how dudes think.
Yeah,
But that's not really true though, because
if your daughter, like, you know what I'm saying, if your daughter, you know what I'm saying, she straight, you know what I'm saying, she gonna be alright.
but she can still get finessed by a nigga though. It's
I
so
don't know,
easy.
if she gamed up,
Yeah, she gamed up.
you know what I'm saying, she know better. I feel
Yeah.
like it'll be a little more,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I want to have a daughter though, because I want to give her the game so bad.
Yeah,
Like I think that's the main reason why I want to have a daughter, because I want to like let her know, even at a young age. Like I'm not finna like, when I have a daughter, I'm not finna like baby her as far as like just sugarcoating shit. Like I'm gonna be straight up and tell her how life is, bro.
yeah,
Exactly how niggas is, and like just how it really give her the game.
yeah,
Because when you don't do that, that's when you like set them. I think that's when you set all kids up for failure.
right.
When you like sugarcoat shit their whole life, then they get out here and it's like they in the wilderness. They don't know what the fuck to expect,
Yeah,
and that's when you see. That's why you see a lot of people getting finessed and just going through hardships that they shouldn't probably have to go through. If somebody that before them would have like just gave them the game, but I mean you can't give them the game if you don't know it anyway.
yeah,
Like when I say the game, I'm talking about life. Like just explaining that aspect,
yeah.
breaking that down to them.
I was telling my cousin that, I think that was yesterday or the day before yesterday, because he had asked, because you know how I posted, what's y'all opinion, like, do y'all think we choose our parents and
Yeah,
this and that?
yeah.
Like he had told me, he was like, he told me he didn't think so, but we had got into that. We started talking about it, but I don't know how we came across it. We started talking about kids though, basically, like how they come here. That's what I was saying, because you know kids be pure when they get here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
so
wasn't fucking up.
so I was like, yeah, exactly. That's what I was kind of saying. I was like, well, kids, I feel like that's what I feel like, cause that's what he asked me. He was like, where do you think along the line? Because what I say, I feel like like I said, we was talking about reincarnation and whatnot, and as far as us, you know what I'm saying, carrying information from our past lives, or maybe like from our genetics, like from our DNA, you know what I'm saying, we're storing this information, because we store information in our DNA, like we have, you know what I'm saying, information, and
just like we store,
you know what I'm
like
saying,
they say,
and trauma and everything else,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, our DNA, you know what I'm saying, so he was asking me, okay, so along the line, like where, like, do they start forgetting, like, where they come from? And I was like, shit, it's different for different people, you know. It's like some people, they forget at birth, you know. Some people, you know what I'm saying, they start, some people remember, you know. Some people, it just starts, you know what I'm saying, it starts degrading. That's not a word, but I use that a lot. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? It starts degrading. That's really the word, degrading. But I be saying degrading. It start doing that, you know what I'm saying, just along the lines as they start, you know what I'm saying, developing in this world, you know what I'm saying. It's like, we like hard drives at the end of the day. It's like once they storage system starts, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's like we start getting hit with new programs. It's like you gotta start clearing up shit, you know what I'm saying, making room for this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's different for everybody. But basically what I was saying was that's why I feel like kids, I don't feel like they should just be forced, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like ideology should be forced upon to them.
I agree.
I feel like you should just let your kids rock.
You know
what I'm saying? And it's like you teach them the ways of the world, like you were saying. That's what I said. I was like, you teach them the ways of the world just because, you know what I'm saying, that's necessary. They're going to have to know where they at and what they dealing with, you know what I'm saying, what's out there. You know what I'm saying? But as far as who they are, you know what I'm saying, you got to let them be as free as possible as far as expression and everything else. Because your kids going to be the ones who end up teaching you. Yeah. Because they the ones coming in with this new information. We got old information. We got out. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna be outdated. They the ones coming in with the new shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's so true.
The kids is the future. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people be focused on trying to, you know what I'm saying, program their kids, and you know what I'm saying, force their ideologies on them and shit. It's supposed to be the other way around, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's so true.
So it's like shit. That's how I be feeling. But you know, yeah, man.